All right, cool. If I met somebody, if I met a man now and the man had like
not saying he is, but when it doesn't work, it means Jaffa.
Multiple baby mothers. For example, in my position, I'm not going to judge him because I also have two. You're mental. I too have. I'm not mental. Don't talk about mental.
Two baby that's mad.
No, it's not mad. Hold on a minute.
2 kids, 2 baby that's mad.
Hold on a minute.
2 kids, 2 baby man that's mad.
Hold on a minute. Spray.
At least make. Hold on. If you had 3 kids, and 2 baby dads, then because you had 2 with the same one. Hold on. 2 and 2 different ones, mad. Because the next one's gonna be the 3rd baby dad and 3 kids.
Spray.
2 is 2.
Hold on a minute. Spray. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Spray. Spray. Logically, even if I did have a 3rd baby father or a 3rd husband that turns out to be a baby father.
You haven't had one husband. So don't say 3rd husband. You haven't even had one. You've never been married.
Okay, cool.
Who cares?
You've never ever been married.
Does anyone care?
Cool.
No, I'm just telling you. I'm just saying something.
You can't talk from experience. You're talking from your head, and
this is the real of the most podcast.
Okay.
This is the real of the most podcast. We're not gonna act like anyone's been married.
No one's gonna. None of these men on these shows can trigger me or shift me with anything.
Chronic has before.
No.
You was gonna size up with him.
No. Chronic
triggered you.
Chronic didn't trigger me. I triggered myself here by bringing this subject. On a podcast where people don't understand the meaning of empathy and sensitivity. So
sensitivity.
Yes. Anyway, like I was saying, at my age, I'm not gonna obviously judge them.
You gotta just take whatever you can get.
It's not like taking
at your age.
Hold on a minute. You know, like a lot of you men,
at your age, take whatever you can get.
What would you rather?
Hold on.
Wait, let it go on.
Let me land. At my position now, because what people need to remember. When we come on the podcast, we're speaking on our current feelings and emotions now.
At the time.
It doesn't mean that it can't change in 6 months' time. Do you understand where I'm coming from? I've come on this show and I've said, marriage, I've said marriage isn't important. It isn't important. People need to remember, I was just recently engaged. I just broken up.
Engaged is mind games.
Hold on.
Engaged is mind games. Anyone can get engaged.
No. Okay, no problem. Anybody can get engaged, no problem. Why would I then come and say that I'm ready for marriage? I'm clearly not ready for marriage. If I was ready to marry, I would have been married.
My old co-host has been engaged for ages.
Hold on. Don't talk about Cream when I'm talking, please.
I said my old co-host.
Yeah, you're talking about her, but yeah.
Yeah, but why did you want to say her name? She's been engaged for ages.
It doesn't matter if she's been engaged for ages. She's very comfortable in her position. That's why she's there. Do you understand what I'm
saying?
It doesn't matter.
It's not time to be on holiday. It's time to work.
It doesn't matter.
Upload.
It doesn't matter. I'm not.
You need another episode.
Leave Cream alone. Anyway.
Upload. You need another bodybuilder.
Cut. Anyway,
Why for that though?
If I'm gonna date somebody, remember we date people who we like. So for
Almost
example,
laughing, Cream.
I can turn around and say to you, it's ideal for me to date a man that's got kids because I've got kids. But realistically, I can go and meet John tomorrow. John hasn't got kids, and I'm looking for John. Now I'm giving an
African English name.
Do you understand where I'm coming from? So we can turn around and say we're not going to date and do certain things, but things change when we're in. It depending on how we are and how we feel. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Gangster for life.
Gooch, respectfully, I asked you what would you rather. That's all I asked.
Gangster for life.
We don't need to go into all the logistics. I'm saying right now, you've got one guy,
things change, but some things remain the
3
same.
baby mums, 0. What would you rather? It's
That's
simple.
all he asked you. Gangster for life.
I would date some. I would pick.
You'd rather than 0.
No, I'd rather someone that's got a child.
So you rather someone that's got 3 instead of someone that's got 5.
Yeah.
You'd rather someone that's got 3 instead of someone that's got 5. Reason. Wait. Someone that's got 3, so there's 0. You said you don't want that. 3 or 5. Which one would you rather? Okay. Would you rather somebody with
0,
baby
3 or
mums
5?
or 0 baby mums?
0.
Or okay, would you rather somebody with 0, 3 or 5?
0.
Okay, do you know the reason why the whole thing about
she's just saying that because she got 2 baby dads.
I'm landing. That's the reason why I asked this question.
That's not the case.
You can't say that.
How many baby mums have you got?
Do you know?
Hold a minute. How old is your son?
Nearly 18.
Is your thing still working?
Yeah.
Good question.
Good question. Where's the other penny then?
Good
Where's the
question.
other kids?
Good question.
Good question is mad. Have you got one?
That is a good question because you got
Have you got one? Have you got one?
I've got you.
Have you got one?
You've got 2 kids. I've got 3 kids. Our kids are still in the house. These men that have multiple kids everywhere. Their kids aren't in the house. Their kids aren't in the house.
Govern your fingers.
In different households.
Govern your fingers. Govern your fingers.
Hold on, babe. Hold on, Chronic. Do you live with all your kids?
Wait.
Hold on. Do you live with all your kids?
No, I don't.
Who's asking
So
me?
therefore, you don't have a right to talk.
Wait.
Do you need... Because you're a man.
I'm gonna get her out of it. I'm gonna get her out of it. Go on. I'm gonna get. Let her land. I'm gonna get her out of it. Let her land.
Carry on.
No,
Go on.
Are you asking me something? Go on, ask me something.
Chronic, yeah.
No, you was asking me. Does my youth live with me?
So she said chronic, but go on.
Does your you live with your baby father?
No.
So there you go. That was a stupid question. I'm not with my baby mother. Yeah, but I'm saying I'm not with my baby mother. Wait. Calm down. Wait, calm down. I'm not. Wait, calm down. I'm not with my baby mother. So clearly, he's gonna be with my baby mother.
Because some kids
are with their dads.
Hold on, some kids. Let's talk about single fathers because there's a lot of single fathers.
Yeah, but that's
fathers.
wait.
The
reason that is because they.
Why are you shouting?
Because I can. But the reason that is, Dora, I'm telling you the reason why. Because their baby mums are waste mums. They can't look after the youths. That's why. I'm telling you.
Sometimes I agree.
That's why the dads have to. That's 100%.
Why is that natural?
1 minute.
It's not a myth.
If the woman dies,
Don't answer the question, then answer.
This is 100%. Otherwise, the court would not hand it over. If the baby mother was cool and looking after you, they're not going to hand it to the dad. It's not in the dad's favour.
What about if the child?
It's because the mum is going mad.
in America, it's different laws. In America, it's different laws. Men get paternity because of money.
My baby mother, alhamdulillah, is not going mad. She's cool. So why would I want? It's cool. You could look after the youth. Why not? I've got so much faith in my BMs. Like, it's cool. Why would I care?
So now,
I feel like he's in better. Like, he's getting looked after better over there.
Do you know what it
I'm
is?
saying?
Alright, cool. 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, please. Let me.
She's light skin.
Hold on.
Light brick.
Let me land with you. Yeah,
I'm saying
Chronic.
dark brick.
How many kids do you have, and how many baby mothers do you have?
You're not going to keep asking me questions and I can't answer them. Because every time you ask me a question,
No, but I've been asking you how many baby mothers you've got. You won't tell me.
But what I'm trying to say is...
But how many baby mothers do you have, Chronic?
Stop. You can't force words
Is
down
it
my
still
throat.
working?
Just
Mad.
relax for a second. Because I want to... You asked me a question already.
Cool.
Do you want to see if it's still working later?
No, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're going mad.
Yeah. No, so the first question that you asked me...
Don't let me get the wet wipe, you know. I'm putting them faces.
Do you live...
Go and get the wet
Don't
wipe.
be putting them faces.
Listen,
Don't let me get the wet
like
wipe.
I don't walk around without makeup Monday to Friday.
Don't be putting them faces like umbutters.
Can I answer the question about my youths, please? Quickly? Yeah?
I'll get a wet wipe.
Spray? Can I answer about my youths quickly, yeah? 1 second. The first question that you asked me was, do you live in the same house as all your youths? And before I could answer it, you don't have the right to speak because I said no, but you made a very wrong assumption there. Okay. So if one of my kids lives in university, where do we go from there?